Hey Mixies! Welcome to Mixed Thoughts, a grooming podcast. It's your groomer bestie here, Ciara, coming to chat with you about the ins and outs of grooming and entrepreneurship. We'll dive into a mixture of topics with stories from myself and friends near and far. Let's navigate this journey together. What's up, Mixies? Welcome back to another episode of Mixed Thoughts, the grooming podcast. You know who it is. You know the vibes. Gina is out and thriving, honey. And I am chilling on my couch in the spare room. This is my studio. This is my brother's old room, and I converted it into my podcast studio because you got to figure things out, okay? Like, you got to make sure you work with what you got, and that's what I got right now, okay? And I thought, I've been doing this. This is the 8th episode, y'all, and I am so proud of myself that I am still rolling with these episodes. We got 2 more episodes until season 1 is over, but don't worry. I'm just going to take a quick little hiatus for the summer, and then I'm going to jump back into it during the fall season. But I have been looking back at my past episodes that I've made, and I was like, I thought I looked comfortable, but I kind of felt like I was like too like uppity or stuffy. And I was like, fuck it, it's my motherfucking podcast, y'all, and I am going to do this my way. I'm going to be relaxed, comfortable, cool, calm, collective, and I feel like this episode is going to go by smoother because I'm not trying to give you information like so informative. I'm giving you guys my story and how things work for me. Y'all might have y'all mixed opinions, y'all mixed thoughts on the situation or on the topic, but I'm just giving you my interpretation of it and my thought process on it because this is my journey in how I have navigated the grooming space. Okay? So if you like it, I love it. If you don't like it, that's your business, not my business, okay? What I'm doing on my platform is my business, okay? In my Tabitha Brown voice. Period. But let's get into the topic. Y'all probably already know from the title that we're going to be talking about, I'm going to be talking about brand collaborations, influencer partnerships, and my very first brand deal. I guess, no, is it a brand deal? I don't know. But my very first scissor line collaboration. That's what we're going to say. It wasn't so much a brand deal, but it was more a collaboration with a brand. So yes, I'm going to tell you my story about that. I do have a vlog on the journey of creating my scissor line and the process going through that. So if you want to take a look at that, I'll leave it up in the cards. And if you're listening to this, you can go on YouTube, Mix Clips, and take a look at the video that this episode, and then you can check out what I'm talking about. Or it's my very first scissor line, I believe. And hopefully y'all can't hear the fireworks. This is the night before 4th of July, and I am recording while all of this is happening. Probably not the best thing, but I was working all day, y'all. Your girl is busy working, okay? Can't stop the hustle. Can't stop, won't stop. So, yeah. If you can hear that in the background, it's a celebration, okay? But if not, good. That's great. But anyway, yeah. So, I want to talk to y'all about my very first collaboration with a brand, and it was with Foxy Roxy Supply Company. Now, I will give you a little backstory on how this all transpired because you're probably thinking like, girl, how you get your own scissor line from Foxy Roxy? And I'm going to tell you right now. So, I told y'all about me entering the First Timers Award in the freestyle, the Salon Freestyle competition back in Integrum, back in 2019. Remember that? If you don't, go back and listen to that episode. That one was really good. So yeah, I did that, and Foxy Roxy sponsored the First Timers Award. So what happened with that is I won the First Timers Award, and they gave me, what was it? I got a free trip to go to their Foxify retreat. Now, they used to do this like in a few different places. I think they had one in California, one in Florida, and the one I went to was in Bracey, Virginia. So we went to this really big, I guess it was a mansion. It was a really big house. Whatever it was a really nice big house. I got an opportunity, well, the prize was I got to go to the retreat and stay there. I think it was like a weekend event, like a 3-day weekend event, and I drove out there. Did I drive out there? I might have. Child, I forget. That was way back in 2019. We are in 2024 at the time of this recording. So I don't remember, but I know I went to Virginia for the retreat, right? So went there, and I think it was for 3 days, and you get a first aid and CPR certification. They teach you, I want to say 1, 2, 3, maybe 3 or 4 demonstrations on different breeds of dogs, and you get to like connect with other groomers, learn, and have fun. Like during the nighttime events, we got to go in the jacuzzi, and then we had like karaoke nights, and then we did a whole lot of like fun, entertaining things during the retreat. It was a good time. Like, it gave me some ideas for whenever I want to do a retreat for groomers. That'll be down the road, and I ain't doing it right now, y'all, because I got a lot going on, but I am thinking about doing something like that. Minor thought in my head that I need to put in the back of my mind right now, because the way my mind be going, I'd be like, ooh, I could do that. Ooh, I could do that. And we ain't got time for that right now. So anyway, went there, learned a ton, connected with a lot of cool people that I still know to this day. And like, it was such a good experience. I had so much fun. And I was like, oh my God, this is so cool. Like, I would love to do something like this more often, you know? And so got back home, you know, still kept on doing my thing, kept on grooming. You can hear the fireworks. I know you can hear the fireworks. I can hear the fireworks. We're going to keep rolling, y'all. This is, you got to roll with the punches. So yeah, that happened. And then I want to say back in 2021, because 2020 pandemic happened, there was a lot going on. But everybody was connecting online and like doing lives and all those things, right? I feel like I need to close the window, but it's a nice breeze and I'm hot, so I don't think I want to do that. I feel like this is going to do this the whole time. And my dogs are probably freaking the hell out right now. I have to give them my CBD tinctures. If you have a nervous dog or cat, very anxious, gets car sick, hates thunderstorms, hates fireworks, CBD tinctures are where it's at. And you can find that on my website. Check it out in the description box, or in the show notes. I really think I need to, uno momento. Yeah, so my dog, when I was starting the episode, my dog was up here with me, and he was shaking like crazy. And I'm like, Jackson, are you okay? Like, that never happens to him. And he was just sitting there shaking like a vibrator. Did not mean that, but like, yeah, that's what he was looking like. And I was like, are you okay? Like, what's going on? And then my dad was telling me that he's like been shaking, and he was hiding underneath the couch or underneath one of the tables. And I was just like, yeah, he was shaking when he was up here with me. So I think now, because of his old age, he's 13 now. So I think that he's a little scared of the fireworks too. and it's working his nerves. So I gave him and my mom's dog some CBD tincture. So I wait no more than like 15 minutes and it should take effect and it should be a lot better. So we'll see. But anyway, back to the episode, right? So Foxy Roxy was doing a brand ambassador program, and you had to do, I want to say, like 3 things in order to be entered into the ambassador program, I guess. So the first thing I had to do was, what did I have to do? Child, it's hot in here. Hold on. All right. So, where was I? Okay, so they had 3 like rounds of things that you had to do to be the finalist in the brand ambassador program, right? So the first one was you had to show a pair of the scissors and like do a cute little video to promote the scissors, and I did that. Then the second one, it was either 2 or 3 things that you had to do. Oh, okay, I know. The first one was a video. The second one was like a promotion post. And then the third one was you get on live and explain why you want to be part of the ambassador program for Foxy Roxy. So I decided to do a rap, and I wonder if I still have that. I think I still have the rap in either my Instagram or like on my YouTube channel. I'll find it and maybe I'll insert it in this video.
I can't wait for you to tell me that I'm your groomer. Hey there, Blakey, can I come and join your team sometime? I groom really well, and you should come see the smile of mine. Favorite shits to use are working actively. If you haven't heard by now, I'm the furthest thing from me. Been doing grooming competitions and enjoying what I do. Like, help me out with my journey, so there's still more coming soon. Foxy, a team of stars, and I really love them so. Hoping I can show my skills and give these people chills. Don't worry, I won't steal the shine. I'm really here to go, cause even if I groom for 10 plus years, I still got so much more to go. Oh, oh, oh. Ya know. So that's it. What's up? Got a song for y'all. Groomer edition. Hair off your scissors. Let's go. If you're feeling like a boss groomer, go and brush it back. Dog like a boss, that's right, now smocks off. Just give that a toss. Oh yes, the groom's done. Now you can floss, and then go and show it off. The dog is fly. They don't care about the cost, cause when they shine, there's never a loss. Bars.
But yeah, I did a rap, and when I went live, and I just explained to them why I wanted to be part of the brand ambassador program, because I do enjoy their scissors. I had such a good experience when I went to the Foxify retreat, and I wanted to put myself out there more because, my follower count was pretty low, and I just wanted to expand myself, expand my reach, expand my audience, and connect with like-minded individuals that could form a community of like what I really wanted to showcase in the grooming industry, which is to expand the that is so annoying. I wanted to expand the reach and the acceptance of Black and brown groomers, because we are 4% of the people in the industry, and I was like, yeah, that's something that needs to change. So I was like, let's just put that out there and let's see who would engage with that and who would react to that in a positive way, you know? So did that, and I became one of the finalists, and I think they honestly chose like 5 people to be brand ambassadors. So I was souped. I was so excited, like to the point where I cried to my mom. I was like in such high spirits. I was like so emotional because I was like, I've never done anything like this and put myself out there for something that I'm standing for and that like I believe in truly, because most of you probably can relate. You are the only person that like really truly knows and cares and loves dogs, and is the only person probably in your family that is a dog groomer. If you're not, like, you probably have a family of like dog groomers in your family, then that's different. Kudos to you. I think that's awesome. I love generational groomers. I think that's so cool and dope. But especially Black groomers like myself, I know that I'm the only dog groomer in my family, and I'm the only like person that really cares and talks about dogs or grooming in the way that I talk about it in my friend group and like people that I know and I'm surrounded by. Yes, there are people that I know, my friends, my family, that have dogs, love their dogs and all that stuff, but they don't go into the depths. They don't know how to properly care for their dogs. They don't know what food to get for their dogs, or like vitamins and supplements and the ins and outs of like caring for your dog, you know? So if you're like me, I'm sure you probably wanted to see someone like you out there repping a brand. So that's what I wanted to do. I was like, this is my opportunity to let Black and brown groomers know that, hey, you can do this too. Look at me. I am a brand ambassador for a really good grooming company and a grooming supply company at that. And I want to let you know that it's possible. So that was my goal. Like, that was the focus of being an ambassador for Foxy Roxy, you know? So yeah, I was super duper excited about that and became a brand ambassador. And then the perks of being a brand ambassador is you got to create your own scissor line. So I think that, like I said, there was like 5 of us. The first round, like the first year we did this, it was 5 of us. And then they had like 2 different brand ambassador groups, I guess you can say. But I won't go into that too much. If you want to know more about that, I'll make a separate video in my exclusive content, and then you guys can know all the ins and outs of that. Matter of fact, I might just make a Q&A of that and put it on my exclusive content, and then yeah, we can deep dive into that a little bit further. But I just want to give you like the gist of how all of this transpired in me getting my own scissor line, right? So the 5 of us in the first group, we got to create our own scissor line. And so I've never, ever thought about what I would like my scissors to look like, or let alone what kind of scissors I wanted. I only knew like what I used. Like, I used at the time Aussie Dogs, 4420s, and Foxy Roxy scissors, you know? So I was just like, well, I looked at a whole bunch of scissors that I was familiar with, the brands that I was familiar with, and their sizing, how they had their handles, their knobs, the colors, what kind of scissors. So I decided that at first I wanted to have curved scissors, because I am a curved girl. Like, I love me some curved scissors down, honey. Like, I use curved scissors all the time. Every time you see me grooming, I have a bunch of curved shears in my Rolodex. So like, I love using curves for feet. I love using curves, like the big curves for top knots, or like rounding heads and faces and all those things. I even love curved thinning shears to keep a blended look. Like, ooh, I love me some curved shears, right? So I was like, ooh, yeah, I'm gonna make me a pair of curved shears, and they're gonna look super cute. Sorry if I'm interchanging shears and scissors. They're the same. I just do that from time to time. But yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm going to eat these curved scissors down, honey. And you can't tell me nothing. It's going to look cute. It's going to be purple. Y'all know the purple scissors was going to be a thing, because if you know me, or if you're new here, my favorite color is purple. I'm a purple girl through and through. So my scissors was going to be purple. No ifs, ands, or buts about it, baby. Okay? So I was like, okay, cool. But as I was going through the process, my scissors weren't going to come out until I think October of 2021. And there was a whole bunch of other like brand ambassadors before me. So we had a group chat, and we were just asking each other like, hey, what kind of scissors are you making? Like, not giving away too much, because we kind of wanted it to be a surprise, because the scissors, like our set was going to be on the website so people could purchase them. And they were one of the pairs, or was both of them going to be on there? I forget. I think 1 month, one pair. No. Just one pair of, oh my gosh. Why did that just fall like that? Can you see me? All right, we back. We back in action. All right. Okay, so I believe that, yeah, we had one pair of scissors go into the Scissor of the Month Club. And Scissor of the Month Club, if you're not aware, is a membership that Foxy Roxy has once a month. You get a pair of scissors with your membership. You're paying for the pair of scissors. You get a free gift, and you get a sticker in each monthly subscription, right? So one of our pair of scissors would be in the Scissor of the Month subscription. So I thought that was really cool, like to showcase like what we created and all those things. So back to the group chat, we would ask each other like, hey, what kind of scissors are you trying to get? Like, what colors are you thinking about? All the things. So majority of the people were doing curves. And I was like, yeah, no. I don't want to do that. I'm not trying to be like everybody else. I am a person that is like, if everyone is doing it, I want to do the complete opposite, because I don't want to blend in with the crowd. I want to be outside the crowd. You know how there's that big circle of people and everybody's in the circle? I'm that person outside the circle. Little me is right out there, doing my own thing, doing a little jive and a little cha-cha or whatever. I don't know. But, I was like, okay, so everyone else is doing curves. I'm definitely not doing curves. Okay. So I ended up doing a pair of straights and a pair of chunkers, not thin shears, but chunkers, because I love to use chunkers to just like get the bulk out of dogs. And I use chunkers for mostly all of my grooms. If I have like double coated dogs, like, I want to say, I use them a lot for doodles. And I also use them for like golden retrievers, German shepherds, king shepherds, like dogs like that. So I was like, if I'm going to have a scissor line that I'm proud of and that I'm going to use all the time, they're going to be straights, because I also use straights, but I like the long straights. So like an 8-inch pair of straights I was going to get, and an 8-inch pair of chunkers. So yeah, decided that. I was looking at all these designs of like tension knobs, and the owner of Foxy Roxy, she was really nice, and she was really supportive, and like asking me questions of like, okay, what kind of color do you want? How long do you want the shears? What color tension knobs? What kind of tension knobs? Do you want a drop handle? Do you want them to be flippers? Do you want, like, she was asking all the questions, and I was just like a little overwhelmed low-key, but I was like, okay, this is your first time doing anything like this, so just make it fun and just do what speaks to you. So I knew they were going to be purple, but I didn't want them to just be just straight purple. I wanted them to have a little bit of shimmer, a little bit of like pizzazz to them, you know? So I wanted a rainbow purple on one side, and then on the other side, I wanted it to be purple. So it was like this metallic-y purple that kind of still matched with the rainbow effect on the other side. And then I had these studded, jeweled tension knobs that was very like glistening and sparkly and brought out the girliness in me that I love so much. So it spoke a lot to my personality, but also bringing value to the grooming community, especially the Black grooming community. So, oh yeah, I had a drop handle. I don't know if I said that, but my scissors, both of them, the chunkers and the straights, they had a drop handle with an attached tang because I am a sucker for a drop handle. I called it a deep inset because I need my scissors to be comfortable in my hands. I can't have them feel heavy. I can't let them feel like they're gonna mess up my wrist. And I like my hands to rest nicely on my scissors. So I needed a drop handle. That's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So got that and got the like studded tension knob and the name. The names were specific for my brand. Now, my brand, I decided to make it Mix Clips because I'm a mixed chick that does a mixture of clips. That was my slogan in the beginning. Change it up a little bit. It's still kind of similar, but I'm just a girl who loves to do a mixture of clips, and I'm a mixed Black girl. I say I'm a mixed chick, but like, let's be real. I'm a mixed Black girl because I grew up with my Black side of my family and not the white side of my family until my 30s. So I wasn't very familiar with that. So long story short, that is my branding. Like, that's just who I am, and that's what I wanted to encompass in my scissors, right? So one of the scissors was supposed to be Mixed Clips by Ciara, and then the other one was supposed to be called For the Culture by Ciara. Now, the reason why I wanted to call them For the Culture was because I wanted to do it for my people, but at the same time, I'm doing it for the culture of the grooming community. So it was kind of like a play on words, but it was just like, it emphasized my culture of Black people, Black groomers, but also the grooming community. So we're a whole culture of people coming together for one purpose, and it's to groom dogs. So I thought that was a super cute like way to explain my brand and put my brand out there through another brand. You know what I'm saying? Like, technically I'm like an influencer collaborating with a brand. So I'll get into that a little bit later in the episode. But like, I just wanted my interpretation of who I am and my values to like stand out in someone else's brand, if that makes sense. So told them that, right? Send them a message. Like I texted this and I gave all the information, sent pictures, sent all the things. I was like, all right, cool. This is set. Got my scissors, got a set, and I'm excited to see what it's looking like. So the first, and I guess the only, because I didn't get another, I guess, version of it, but I got my, I guess, what do you call it? I think you call it like a sample, I guess. Yeah. I got my sample of the set and I was really excited. I was like, oh my gosh, like this is my actual scissor set. Like, I have a scissor line. Like, this is wild. Like, little me from Jersey having a scissor line with a brand, like, stop playing with me. Like, this ain't real life, but it was real life. So looking at the scissors. I'm recording this because I'm vlogging my journey, and I was just like, this is something like monumental. Like, I'm going to remember this for the rest of my life. This is so amazing. Like, I can't believe I have a scissor line, blah, 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 right? I'm looking at the scissors, and then all of a sudden, I'm like, wait a minute. They both say Culture. One says Culture by Ciara, and then the other one, the straights said Culture by Ciara, and then the chunkers say For the Culture by Ciara. And I say, wait a minute. That's not what it's supposed to say. One's supposed to say Mixed Lips, the other one's supposed to say For the Culture, right? Wrong. It ain't happen. So I contacted the owner, and child, they told me something I did not want to hear. I was so fucking pissed. Like, cause I'm like, this is something that I have to show to the world, like show to my audience, my community. And if I'm not satisfied with like the end result, I feel like I don't want to show it off. You know what I'm saying? And like, I think I kind of low key didn't really show it off that much because of that situation. But you live and you learn, you figure it out as you go. This is a learning lesson. And now I know for the next time when I get another scissor line, I'm going to manifest that. But, you know, for next time, I know what questions to ask. I know to make sure that everything has been verified and established properly and everybody was on the same page, you know? So talked to them and they were like, unfortunately, we have already engraved hundreds. I don't want to say thousands because I feel like it was hundreds, but they have already engraved hundreds of scissors with that name. And they were like, and it would cost way too much money to have the manufacturer stop it and dispose of them and redo them. I was like, okay. But like in my mind, I was like, I don't care. Y'all made a mistake. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's your error. And like, people make mistakes, people make errors, and I totally get that. We're all human here, right? Not mad about that. But I was like, y'all made it seem like it wasn't a big deal. And I was like, yeah, it's not a big deal to you because you're just going to sell the scissors and it's not going to affect your bottom line. But it's going to me, in a sense, it felt like it was going to hurt my brand. And I was just like really... It was bittersweet because I was like, I still get these scissors, and like one of the ambassadors, shout out to Blake, he was really kind and like trying to explain to me. He was like, things like this happen, but there's a way to market this. Like, you can still market the scissors to benefit your cause and like what it is that you stand for and why you made these scissors. So he was like trying to give me kind of a pep talk in the sense of how to brand these scissors and how to like promote them going forward on my platform, right? And I was just like, I hear you, bruh. I hear what you're saying, but I still don't like it. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, this don't make me feel good, but I'm going to make it work. I'm going to rock it because that's what I do. Like, I always pivot. I don't stick in the bad. I don't stay stagnant and like be all like, oh, what was me, like a pity party or anything like that, because it's a minor mistake and it can be adjusted. Like, it's not what I want, but I will make it work. You know what I'm saying? So I did just that, and I got a lot of sales. The only thing I will say about the collaboration, and I don't know if this is just specifically how they worked, because I'm sure other brands and other companies do other things, but this is just what happened to me, and this is just how it worked for me in my journey. But for every scissor that was sold, I think I got $10. Now I was like, the scissors sold for $129, and then the set I think was like $149, right? So I'm like, if y'all are selling these scissors for that price, and for every person that buys my scissors and that I'm promoting, I only get $10. I was like, I don't know if that seems fair. You know, it's like that's a low percentage. And I know they got to get their return on investment. They have to make sure that the other manufacturers get paid and they get paid and all the things, right? They like, I get it. Like there's levels, and I feel like I'm at the bottom of the totem pole, which I'm kind of am in a sense. But that's why y'all have to, if you're looking to connect with a brand and you want to be an influencer and do a collaboration with a brand, there are things that you need to be aware of and like make sure. And that's another thing. We had a contract, but it wasn't like a contract that was like, I don't want to say it wasn't a legit contract, because it was a contract. It was like a brand ambassador contract, but it was kind of like they made it up kind of thing. And I'm sure most companies do that. Like they'll make it up, but like the way, I don't think it was like legalized in that way. I don't know. I'm not going to say it was or it wasn't, because like I said, that was back in like 2021 and I really don't remember the ins and outs of all of that. But it's very important to do your research and to talk to someone like a professional, like maybe a lawyer or somebody who can like give you legal advice as far as like the ins and outs of brand partnerships and things like that. So I wish I would have sought out legal counsel just to make sure that like what I was receiving was fair. But there was other perks that went into the brand ambassadorship. So like I said, if you want to do a quick Q&A, like send me all your questions and then I'll make another video and then we can discuss that further, because that's something else entirely that has nothing to do with like my scissor line. It has everything to do with like my brand ambassador program. So anyway, I got compensated that way for selling or promoting my scissors, and they were at some trade shows. Were they at Super Zoo? I don't know if they were at Super Zoo. I know they were at Intergroom and Hershey, right? Yeah, I think they were at Hershey and then they were at Intergroom. So like my scissors were there. Actually, my scissors are still there to this day. And since I like left the company, obviously I don't get paid for those scissors, but they're still selling them. So I don't know how that works, y'all. If someone knows, let me know. Like, hit me up, let me know. But yeah, I just thought that was weird, because I was like, I'm promoting them more than you guys are promoting them. Which yes, they're promoting them on their website and they have deals and they put them in the Scissor of the Month Club and all those things. But I feel like I had to do a lot of the legwork in order to get my scissors out there for people to even know that they exist. And I did get some great feedback, and I do have a lot of people that bought my scissors. So if you have bought my scissors, shout out to y'all. I appreciate y'all. Y'all are real ones. I love my Mixie crew, and thank you so much for your support from the past years and now too, because even if I don't work with the company anymore and you still buy my scissors, I still appreciate you, because you are putting my name out there for other people to see. So I love that. But yeah, I just wish that the compensation was just a little bit different and maybe a little bit more substantial. So yeah, that was my experience of having my first scissor line, and I was proud of myself. There are some things that I wish I would have done differently. Like I said, I wish that the contract would have been a little bit more, I don't want to say legit, like I don't want to say I wish it was a little bit more legit, because like it was a document that everybody received and it got updated every year that I was a part of the program. But yeah, I just wish I would have talked to legal counsel about it to get their professional opinion, to make sure that I wasn't getting, taken advantage of or getting lowballed or anything like that. And I wish I would have kind of stand firm on what I wanted. I don't know how that would have changed if I was like very stern on like, well, this is not what I want and I don't want to put my name on something that like that's not what I asked for, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know how that would have went. Maybe I don't know if they would have like still let me have my scissor line. But like I said, there would be things that I would have done differently going forward. But since that was my first scissor line, like I said, the next time I have another scissor line, I know what to do and I know how to advocate for myself and the proper channels to go to in order to make sure that the contract is legit and makes sense for the both of us, for both parties. So I want to give, detailed information in case you are thinking like, do I want to work with a brand? Do I want to become an influencer? Do I want to become a brand ambassador? I'm going to give you some information, some like good tips and maybe some like pros and some cons. That's my thing. I'm always going to give you a pro and a con with any topic that I discuss. Okay? So I got y'all. I'm here for y'all. I'm not just talking just to talk. I mean, I am talking to y'all the key. Like, this is good therapy for myself. This is good, like, community building for me and y'all, because y'all be hitting me up in the DMs and be like, I listened to your episode and this is so good. Like, I can relate with this so much. Y'all have even asked me for, like, advice on, like, talking to, like, some of your bosses about, like, your salons, ways to better your grooming and like better ways to be a better groomer, or even if you want to start your own business, like things like that. I was like, what? You guys are listening to me? I love that. I love that for me. But yeah, so I'm going to tell you what a brand collaboration is. I'm going to define it for you, and just in case you're not aware of what it really is. So brand collaborations are strategic partnerships between two or more brands to achieve mutual goals. Some insights are: you need to define your goals, pick potential partners, establish roles and responsibilities, create something new, and track results. So this isn't what I was doing. I was more so an influencer partnership, if you will. But in case you are a brand out there, you have your own brand that is like just starting out or is well established, here are some like key takeaways to note in case you want to work with another brand. So when you define your goals, you need to clarify your objectives. It's like, what do you hope to achieve through collaboration? Is it expanding your audience reach, enhancing credibility, or unique products, and having clear goals being the essential thing that you want to express in your brand? I think that's super important, and I feel like I did kind of explain that. Like I did clarify my objectives. Like I wanted to reach a broader audience. I wanted to connect with my already growing community. I wanted to showcase fellow Black groomers in the grooming industry. So like I did create a goal. Like I did clarify what I wanted to get out of my scissor line, right? Maybe I should have just been a little bit more firm on that, but like I did define my goals properly for the most part. Picking the potential partners. When doing that, consider brands that share your vision and values and look for complementary strengths. Like collaborate with brands whose audience aligns with yours. And that's super duper important, whether you are a brand or you're an influencer, because you don't want to, let's say for instance, I'll use me for an example. My goal is to showcase Black and brown groomers and put that out there, that we aren't just dog owners. We actually know what we're doing. We're really good at this, and or experienced in like the grooming field. That's like me working with, what would be an unalignment with my brand? That is like, okay. That's like me working for a kill shelter. Like, yeah. Like, I'm all about dogs and like caring for them and being all about their health and wellness and like showing love to like my community in that way, like just advocating for dogs and advocating for Black groomers. Like, that's like me going to an all white kill shelter. That don't make no sense. That is not an alignment. You know what I'm saying? So that might have been a really bad analogy or an example, but that's all I could think of at that time. That was like the most craziest thing that I could think of as far as collaborations are concerned. And I would never, ever do that. So yeah, make sure your partners are complementary with your morals and your values and everything aligns properly, you know? When you're establishing roles and responsibilities, clearly define each brand's role in the collaboration, like who handles marketing, the product development, or the logistics. Clarity prevents misunderstanding later on. And that was so important. And I think that's what happened. I wasn't very aware of who was establishing the roles and responsibilities per se. I knew that they were the brand that was going to facilitate the distribution of the scissors and promoting my scissors so more so like just on their website and then in their membership, like for their subscriptions. But I had to do all the other work, like kind of like the marketing. I had to promote my brand. I had to promote myself. And that, like, I did pretty much all the work when it came to promotion and marketing. Didn't have to put money out for that. They did that with the logistics of the financials. But when it came to marketing, it was me all day. Creating something new. Innovate together. Co-branded products or limited edition collections can engage both audiences. The unexpected nature of these collaborations often generate PR buzz. So I did promote them, my scissors, on Facebook groups that I was a part of, especially the Black Groomers Association on Facebook. That was something that was new for me. Now, was it something new per se as like a new product? Not really, but it was something new because I can safely say that I am the first Black groomer to be a brand ambassador in Foxy Roxy Supply Company. Maybe first and only. I don't know. I don't know if there's new Black groomers that are brand ambassadors. If they are, and if you are watching, shout out to you. I am so proud of you, and keep doing great things and be bigger and better every single day. Like, that's amazing. I'm so happy that I started, like, I don't want to say I started that, but like, I'm so glad that I had gotten the opportunity to be a part of their ambassador program, so people like me can get out there and be like, hey, I know Ciara did that, so I can do that too. You know, like, that's all I want for us to win, like all of us to win. You know, whether it be me that started it or whether it be someone else who started it. As long as we're out there and we are exposing ourselves to the grooming industry, that we are great and we have greatness in us, that's all that matters to me. So, I mean, I didn't create anything new, but I created the fact that I created a scissor line and I'm a Black groomer. I think that's new, right? We'll go with that. And then track results. Measure the impact of your collaboration. Did it reach new audiences? Did it boost credibility? You need to use that to evaluate your successes and refine future collaborations going forward. Why did that give me a tongue twister? I don't know. But that is important. I wish I did that a little bit more. I did not track my results. They did that for the most part, I'm sure. But I did gain more followers while promoting the scissors. So I guess I tracked. I mean, I didn't really track results. I'm not even going to sit there and lie. But I did gain some following. So that's nice. That's good to know. But yeah, that is a brand collaboration, but what I was doing was influencer partnership. And influencer partnerships are strategic collaborations between brands and social media influencers. So that's exactly what I was doing. I was a brand ambassador. I was promoting their product, but also collaborating my style and my flair and my flavor to their brand. So it was just an added bonus to the both of us. It was mutually beneficial, and that's what you want in a partnership or a collaboration. Mutual benefits all around. Now, this is what you need to know. You can increase the brand awareness. It gives you enhanced credibility. The audience specific targeting is a factor, and then you get strong ROI, which is return on investment, and increased sales. And that's what you want. Both brands, both parties, they want all of these things. So increased brand awareness. Influencers have large followings, or you could be a small, like you can be a micro influencer. I don't think it matters nowadays, your following. Is just what is your impact in the industry that you're in. If you have a good impact, or you're starting to form an impact, then brands will notice you, and that your follower count won't matter, because it's still going to continue to increase if you're giving more value day in and day out. And if you are being consistent. Now, consistency isn't meaning being frequent, like putting content out every single day. You have to be consistent, meaning what is comfortable for you, what is feasible in your schedule, and make sure you do that every time to stay consistent, and so people know your kind of schedule, if that makes sense. So partnering with them gives you access to their audience, raising awareness for your brand. So that's what Foxy Roxy was doing for the most part. Like, they used my likeness, they used my platform to bring awareness to other groomers that I might, influence to be like, oh, these scissors look pretty cool. Maybe I should give them a try, And then I would always promote Scissor of the Month Club, because every month I got the scissors of the month. And what I would do, they didn't tell me to do this, I did this on my own just to give myself more engagement and more traction on my channel, is I would do Scissor of the Month reviews every month. And I did that for 2 years. And I was proud of myself for doing that, because it was really good. I got a lot of good feedback on it. And I got some people to buy the scissors and be part of the Scissor of the Month Club because of my reviews. So, try stuff out like that and see if it sticks. You gotta throw spaghetti on the wall to see if it sticks. And if it does, keep doing it. Enhanced credibility. Influencers can implicitly or explicitly endorse your brand. Whether through social media tags or positive reviews, their endorsements boost your credibility with their followers. So yes, credibility is key, and you want to create a likeness for your brand through the influencers that you partner up with, and make sure that they are standing for something good and something that you are aligned with as well. Talking about the brand collaborations that I talked about earlier, you want to make sure y'all both are aligning on the same page. It's very important. With the audience specific targeting, brand partnerships allow you to reach specific audience segments. For instance, if you want to target young women with ankle injuries, partnering with a female skateboarder or soccer player would be effective. And I'm going to get into like who does well with brand partnerships in just a minute. But like, yes, you want to make sure that you reach a specific audience that you're looking for. So Foxy Roxy adheres to the everyday groomer. Even if you do competitions and you're like show groomer, you can still use their scissors. I know Elizabeth Gibbs. She is a very well-known and super duper talented competitive groomer, and she had her own scissor line for Foxy Roxy, and she used those scissors to compete, and she would win competitions with the scissors. So they were promoting scissors for the everyday groomer, but also we got scissors that you can use in competitions and win some prizes. You know what I'm saying? So they had a specific audience to target, but like you can branch out just a little bit just to get extra reach. And there's nothing wrong with a little bit of extra reach, honey. You know, just don't go overkill, because sometimes that could not work in your favor. So, but yeah, for the most part, it usually works. The strong ROI. Studies show that influencer marketing campaigns yield an average return on investment, the ROI. And that helps companies earn a lot more money. Like, that's the goal. They want to make more money. So they're going to invest in an influencer that is influential and brings value to their platform. So yeah, it's always good to utilize influencers more than putting money out there, tons of money for like marketing and like advertisements and things like that. When us influencers, we are the money makers, we are the advertisers, we are the marketing and promotion. So it costs less to do that with us than it does to like put money out there for ads and things like that, which we need to change that, because brands need us. We don't essentially need brands, because we can just do things on our own and we can sell our own brands without a brand. So keep that in mind, y'all, if y'all trying to be out in these social media streets, because brands won't tell you this, but they will benefit off of you more than you benefit off of them, because they're going to give you a portion of it. If you have your own brand, if you have your own products to sell and whatnot, why not give yourself 100% versus they give you like 20% or even 10%? Just something to think about, you know, because I have my own health and wellness products for dogs and cats, pets and people as well. But since I'm a dog groomer, I gear all of my knowledge to health and wellness for pets. But child, I'll be trying to promote my stuff more than I do these other brands, because I will get more money in my pocket than I will with the brand collaboration. Just saying. But also increased sales. Influencer endorsements can drive purchases. Recent surveys indicate that a significant percentage of millennials and Gen Zs make buying decisions based on influencer recommendations, and that's super duper true. Whenever you see Jess Rona and her cute little dog creations, she has like a masterclass or a seminar, people go to that, flock to that. Who else am I thinking of? I'm trying to think of like, I don't know. Just think of a popular groomer that you know and love. Oh, Arissa. Arissa does really good reviews on like scissors, smocks, little cute collar bows and things like that. A lot of people buy those things because of Arissa. So yeah, brands are going to make sure that they have a partnership with an influencer so they can get increased sales on all their products. It just makes sense that way. So just something to keep in mind. But there's also, with pros, there's always cons. So when it comes to influencer partnerships, avoiding common mistakes is crucial for success. And here's some things to stay clear of when and if you want to engage in a partnership with a brand. Mismatch values, being too transactional, controlling the narrative, treating creators as commodities, and not understanding the influencer's brand. Oh, this is so good because I can like kind of attest to some of these pitfalls, if you will. The mismatched values is legitimate influencers choose brands that align with their values. If y'all aren't on the same page, the partnership isn't going to be very fluid, if you will. It's going to seem like you're trying too hard, or it's going to seem fake. Like, you ever see those influencers that are just doing a brand deal just to get the check? You can tell. You can tell when someone's not interested in something or not interested in promoting it, because they're like, yeah, this is great. I use this on my face all the time. And like, yeah, you should get this. Like, what? If I like something, I'm going to make sure that I talk about it all the time. Okay, like I talk about my dog treat. I don't talk about my dog treats all the time just because like there's so many dog treats out there, but I can't let that be my downfall. I have to still promote my products because I love my baked dog treats. My dogs eat them all the time. I give them to my clients when they're doing something good, or if I'm like rewarding them, and then I let my clients know like, hey, your dog loves these baked dog treats, the sweet potato and chicken. Maybe you should buy that the next time I'm here, or if you want to buy them now, I have some in my car, like, you know, the whole spiel. But if they don't feel like their values are matching yours, or you don't seem like their values align with yours, it ain't a match, boo. Don't do it. Don't continue that partnership. It just does not make sense. And you're going to waste your time and your money. And ain't nobody got time for neither one of those, okay? Being too transactional. Influencers aren't just ad units. Brands should invest in building genuine relationships with them. Oh my gosh. So freaking true. Because like I said before, brands need us. We don't really need them. I mean, yes, we need them to make some money, but like, for real, I can create an ebook and sell the crap out of that, and it'll be a digital product that will never, ever go out of style because it's online forever and ever and ever. Make things that are evergreen, y'all. It just makes more sense, and it will make you more money in the long run. Controlling the narrative. Influencer credibility relies on authenticity. Brands that try to control the narrative undermine that credibility and allow influencers creative freedom while negotiating the content. So yes, brands need to realize that their consumer is going to buy what the influencer is promoting. Like, if they follow that influencer, they are going to buy it because they are showing how much they love it, how much they use it, how much they want it. Like, you're going to give them a script and we're like, no, we need the script to say this specifically. It's not going to be authentic to how they talk. Like, I say this, I talk to y'all like this. Like, what up, Mixies? For real, I ain't even going to hold you. Stuff like that. Like, that is my vernacular. That's what I say on a regular basis. Like, I'm not going to code switch. Ooh, we could get into that too. That's another topic for another day, honey. But it's kind of like brands want you to code switch just to promote something in their specific way. But if, like, it goes back to the alignment, if it doesn't align with, if that influencer does not align with your branding, then you need to go find another influencer, because they're going to say it the way it makes sense and the way that their audience will receive it. So it's like, say for instance, and they never did this, by the way, I'm just making a hypothetical situation just to make it make sense. Say for instance, Foxy Roxy told me I had to say the script like on selling my scissors this way. For the Culture are amazing chunkers. They are magnificent. They give me the goosebumps that I'm looking for. Like, it is the bee's knees. I love my For the Cultures. I don't talk like that. I'm not going to say that. And if they made me do that, I would have been like, well, they're going to look at me like, girl, you were paid to say that. You know what I'm saying? And no one wants to be bought. I mean, no one wants to be sold all the time. Like, that's why it's hard for some of these influencers that do nothing but promote other people's products. It gets hard for them to continue to sell because they're selling to people every single day. And it's like, all right, yo, like, I'm over that. Like, can we do something else? Let's switch that up, please. Like, no more. Thank you, please. So, yeah. Don't control the narrative all the time, brands and influencers. Speak up for yourself. Know your worth and your value, and don't hold back. But don't be rude. Don't be crazy. Don't get crazy. But just make it known that this is me. This is how I do things. You can either let me do it this way, or we will have to part ways. And that's okay, because you are not going to be for everyone, and everyone's not going to be for you. Treating creators like as commodities. Brands must avoid making creators feel like commodities. Pay competitive rates, personalized communication, and ensure a thoughtful fit between creator and the brand. I agree. Pay competitive rates. Like me getting the $10 per purchase for my scissors, I don't feel like that was a fair rate. And I know that now. And maybe they have improved that. Like, they were just starting the ambassador program when I started. When it was me and the 5 other girls, we all were just learning as we went. So I'm sure you have to try things to see if it works or if it doesn't work. So I'm not like knocking them, and I'm not coming for them for doing that, because they needed to figure out what worked for them, you know? That doesn't work for me now, but that might work for somebody else, and that's okay. So, yeah. Put some respect on our names. Respectfully. And not understanding the influencer's brand. Reach out to influencers who resonate with your brand. Ignoring their brand identity leads to missed opportunities. And that makes just perfect sense. If you're not aligned, do not collaborate with them. And I'm just going to leave it at that, because that just makes sense. That's self-explanatory. Not understanding the influencer's brand is like you're setting yourself up for failure, and you're going to make yourself look bad. The brand is going to end up suffering, and not so much the influencer, because the influencer can pick up another brand deal and keep it pushing like nothing ever happened. That will be yesterday's news, and the new brand is today's news. You know what I'm saying? So, like, be careful. Brands need to be careful. But yeah, that is like the pros and the cons. But I want to give you an example of a successful influencer a successful influencer brand collaboration. You know, I talk about him a lot. It's just because he knows what he's doing. He's very good at selling himself and being a brand of his brand. Like, he is super savvy when it comes to this stuff. And I'm talking about Mr. Gabriel Fiozza. I hope I say his last name right. I be feeling like I'm messing up his name every time. But Gabriel, he works with Andis. Everyone knows Andis Clipper Company. They also sell other great tools, not just the clippers. But he collaborated with Andis to create his own cordless scissor cordless clipper line, and it's the Pulse ZR2 cordless clipper. Now, Andis collaborated with him. He is an award-winning celebrity pet groomer, and he has a limited edition colorway Pulse ZR2, and this is inspired by his exotic pet rooms, his viral exotic pet rooms, and the design is sure to captivate animal lovers and grooming enthusiasts all alike. Now, he's known for his creative grooms, like the wild colors, the wild designs, the amazing intricacies that he does, and he puts in effort into every groom. Like, he started all of this probably in his hometown of Brazil, but he started from the bottom, and then he grew his way up to be a phenomenal groomer and to showcase all his amazing, like, creative grooms, and to show everybody that you can be artsy and you can be yourself, and you can show that the options are endless, and that there's no ceiling. There's no glass ceiling. You can break through the ceiling and create something that just stands the test of time. So, the limited edition clipper features a modified cheetah pattern infused with vibrant purple color. My favorite color. I really wanted this Pulse ZR2, but after my clipper broke, I was like, I'm gonna try something else. And yeah, that's just what happened. But anyway, yeah, this reflects Gabriel's unique style, right? So it's a blend of functionality and creativity, making it a must-have for pet stylists and groomers. Additionally, part of the proceeds from this collaboration goes towards supporting pets in crisis, making it a meaningful partnership. So you see where I'm talking about the alignment. Like, Gabriel is all about giving back to the community, giving back to animals, and like just being an advocate for animals. And Andis is the same way. Like, Andis does the same exact thing. So it is something to look at and get that example to be, he stands for this. He's very creative, outgoing. He created I keep on saying scissors, y'all. I don't know why. He created a clipper that was exuding him and his creativity and his personality, and Andis allowed him to be creative and outward and show out, like, boldly. So that gives Andis more traction, more engagement, more versatility, and more eyes on their products, and give them more money. So, like, it's a win-win. It's a mutually beneficial partnership, and that's how you do it. This is how you get it. So learn from Gabriel and make that money, honey. Make those pieces hit. Okay? But yeah, that is all I have about that in that topic. I think it's really important to tap into, is that something that you would be interested in? Is that something that you are working on right now? Have you worked with any brands? Have you collaborated? Yeah, let me know. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on that. Do you have a story to tell me about, like, a brand partnership, or working with a company, or working with it could be anything. It could be a scissor company, it could be a clipper company, it could be bandanas, anything. Like, let me know if you have encountered a brand partnership or collaboration. And if you have any questions, send me an email at mixedthoughtspodcast@popuppoochspa.com, and then in the title put Mixie Stories or Mixie Questions, so I know what they are and I know how to address that properly in the next episode. You know, I have housekeeping. if you could do me a favor, like this video. If you are watching right now, thank you so much for watching until the end. I do this from time to time. If you watch to the end, what can you put? Because I'm trying to, put the hand holding, like hand shaking emoji. Put that in the comments if you watch to the end. I want to see who watched to the end. Put that in the comments if you're done watching. Like this video. Subscribe to the channel. It is free 99, y'all. It costs you nothing. Just hook yourself up with a subscription to my channel so you are notified all the time when I make a new episode, when I have new content out. I have a lot of content coming out, y'all, so just stay tuned for that. But if you are listening, I appreciate y'all for listening as well. You might be listening to this on the road, like if you're driving to work or you're driving somewhere, or if you're working right now and you're listening. Shout out to y'all. Like, I think this is good content to listen to while grooming. It just makes sense, right? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. But if you could follow this podcast wherever you listen to podcasts, please follow this podcast. And could you give me a rating? I would love a 5-star rating, but if you don't think I deserve a 5-star rating, that's okay too. Just give me a rating because that will help me boost my content to the top, especially for the grooming category. I would truly, truly appreciate that. And write me a review if you would be so kind. I would truly appreciate you and love you forever. But that's it, y'all. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And then I will catch you in the next episode. Bye.